Oh, hey, check this out. Okay, I think I have time. You know who's dumb, in my opinion? Not dumb, but wrong. Blind in his own right. You know, everybody, even smart people have their blind spots. This guy. You guys heard of this guy?
Said he wanted to fast track.
Pardon me. And then I'll get back to calls. Hang tight. This guy. Okay, so here is evil man Dr. Umar Johnson, who has been on the Jesse Lee Peterson show years ago. He was against the gay agenda, and he was disinvited to something, and it made the news, and so I brought him on to the JLP show, and it was viral.
1 million undocumented residents to full citizenship. Black people completely ignored it. Mm-hmm. I spoke on it. I said, do you know why he want to fast track 4 million?
Illegals.
Because he know he's not going to do nothing for us. We ain't going to be motivated to vote for him November. So what he's going to do is have these migrants already set up with citizenship so they can replace the black vote that he loses. The migrants are being put in our communities on purpose, New York and Chicago on purpose.
Oh, my bad. What in the world? Hake with the boomer thumbs.
Chance. Atlanta don't stand a chance. Black with the brown, most politically, because they are what? The two black, these migrants already set up with citizenship so they can replace the black vote that he loses.
That's right.
The migrants are being put in our communities on purpose, New York and Chicago on purpose.
Jesse's been saying this stuff for years, that the illegals and the Hispanics are replacing the blacks. And they already have surpassed them as the biggest minority. They're 18%. They're pushing them out of... not just in terms of voting, but in jobs, because they have the welfare, so they don't really care. They don't know enough to care. But some of them do care. Some of them do not like it. The regular blacks, fighting. A lot of them are fleeing back to the beautiful South. What else? But this is not the point of me showing this. Hospital stuff. Popcorn Stump Cake seems to be saying that this wasn't true, but it's obviously true. I mean, just think about it.
Because they are what? The two blackest cities in America.
Education and all that stuff.
They're the two largest cities in America. They're the two most politically conscious
black
communities in America.
Lord. Blacks are not politically conscious. Anyway.
So if we can wash out the black with the brown in New York, if we can wash out the black with the brown in Chicago.
He's been so poserish in his tone of voice. But let me show you where he...
Philly don't stand a chance. Atlanta don't stand a chance. L.A., Houston, Dallas.
L.A.'s not that black anymore, dude. Hey, newsflash. The Hispanics have taken you over.
Detroit, Chicago don't stand a chance. The migrants are here for 3 reasons. Replace us at the polls. Replace us at...
Whoa. I disavow this replacement...
The low...
Conspiracy theory.
Low-end industry jobs.
Yup.
They're not the enemy. The problem is black people don't get as much opportunity and a chance. The migrants are here for 3 reasons. Replace us at the polls. Replace us at the low-end industry jobs. They're not the enemy. The problem is black people don't get as much opportunity. Mm-hmm. So then people say, well, white people don't really like brown people like that. That's true. But you know what the difference is? They don't have the burden of accountability with them that they have with us. We built the country.
No,
so
you didn't.
Every time they look at us or deal with us, the bottom line is y'all brought them here and they built y'all into what y'all are.
No, you
They
didn't.
don't have to say that to the Venezuelans. They don't have to say that to the Colombians.
That's not true. I think the Hispanics are building more now than the blacks are. Anyway.
They don't have to say that to the Mexicans. So although they
listen to this.
Don't like brown, they will much rather deal with them than the black, because with the black, there is a white man's burden that you owe them restitution for 246 years of unpaid labor.
That's not true. We paid you guys. This guy is silly. And the reason why we deal with brown people more easily, because a lot of us whites flew away. We had white flight away from the blacks because they're so much more violent. Even than the Hispanics. I used to think that Hispanics were as violent as the blacks because I grew up in, Temple City, El Monte. There was some shootings and different things. Not in Temple City, but El Monte. And I'm like, Jesse, the Hispanic people are as bad as the blacks. But I found out that's not true. They're not nearly as violent as the blacks. in terms of, as much violence in their communities. Now, I know that they do some crazy violence. Some of them got inspiration from ISIS, or ISIS got inspiration from the Mexican cartels. Chainsaw to people, not good. But this guy's in his total imagination. Just because you think that we owe you something, or you're trying to convince yourself that we owe you something, or whites owe him something, doesn't mean that that's in whites' mind at all. A lot of the whites do have that false guilt, I guess, but...
Now let's look at what Eric Adams is doing.
No, I don't care. But that's phony. Dr. Umar, I got that from George. Behazy tweets. Watch, Dr. Umar completely stunned the Breakfast Club, which is my competitor. Out of where? I forget. When he perfectly exposed how Democrats are importing illegals because they're losing the black vote. They're not really losing much of the black vote, let's be honest. They're losing it a little bit, yeah, because Trump is real. And some of them are finally recognizing a man is not showing fear. Because whites showing fear and being overly nice, that doesn't win anybody over. Except for the lame-o suckers. And yeah, maybe there's some lame-o suckers who are won over by that. But blacks see through your phony, scared... They call you scary. But really, you're scared. But blacks misuse the word scary to mean that you're scared, when in reality, scary means you put fear in other people. You are scary. But they misuse the word scary. I've said that before, I think. But yeah, when you're scared, you look like you hate them, and you do. It's the same thing. Fear and hatred, same thing. But he is completely misdiagnosing. He's supposed to be a psychologist, I heard. Why build a country and then destroy it? Yeah, they didn't build it. The South, they did more in the South, and the South was like burned up by General Sherman. What a mess. Right? Didn't Sherman do that? So Reconstruction, was that by blacks or was that by somebody else? What a mess. I wanted to deal with that because he totally in his imagination about what's up with these blacks thinking that they can read whites' minds. What's up with anybody who thinks that anybody can read anybody's mind? What have whites ever said or done to indicate that they think that they owe you? And that's why they prefer the Hispanics. That's a cockamamie in your imagination idea. Shout out to Gregory Mims. Hey. You crazy black guy. Oh yeah, Trump told blacks, you built the country, and then we all built it. Everybody built it, but you helped. Isn't that nice? Trump is so nice. Trump lied about the blacks built the country. Mims just said so, Gregory Mims. Presidents who lied the most in office, Trump, LBJ, Nixon, Reagan, Clinton. Yeah, okay. I noticed you left out Obama. I noticed you left out Biden. Trump was a man of truth. That's why they hated him. Dr. Umar Johnson is not smart, full of hate, says D. Grant. What a mess.